Alright, I rendered, even though I'm on the note thing. My voice is kind of fucked. I am sick and I just woke up. Please forgive me, so I'll try to keep talking to a minimum. I've already got the render scene set up. I've just got the weapon, or two in this case, just side by side, taken at a generic angle. Doesn't really matter what, as long as it looks cool. Straight on renders. Kinda yesterday. Anyway, I have two lights set up. I have a yellow light, or yellow tinted light, dominating the scene, so this is definitely the most powerful one, or the more powerful one, I should say. And you can see this one should just be the majority of it. Then I've got a much less powerful blue light over here, and that's just to get some of these places underneath the handle and the back and shit. So, two lights, simple positioning, that's all I use. Now, render setup. I use default scanline, no presets, fuck that shit. Single view, whichever one you want. HD video, 1920 by 1080. I don't care how big your monitor is, just do that one. Because you can always shrink it and keep quality, but you can't blow it up and keep quality. So first three, advanced lighting, render. Sure those three are on. Anti-aliasing, Catmull ROM, filter maps is on. It might start off. This is here, so you can't click that. Just disable that one. Enable global super sampler, Hammersley, turn the quality all the way up, and then you're good to go. Just hit render. And depending on how fast your computer is, it might take longer. I don't know. It's perfect time to be calling me. God damn it. I'm not gonna pick that up. Let me just mute my mic. There we go. Okay, now that the render is done, it looks pretty nice. If there's any nitpicks you have, just fix that then. But yeah, this is good. So we're just gonna save it. Save it anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Make sure you save it as a PNG though. RGB 48-bit 1 trillion or whatever the fuck that number was. Now all the rest is done in Photoshop. You can see saving it as a PNG would just cut out the weapon. You probably already know that, but just in case someone's watching this who doesn't, it just cuts out the weapon and leaves all the rest transparent. So let me just close this, start up Photoshop, which I will cut back in when it's running, because right now it's not. Okay, now that it's running, whoa, what is that? I've never seen that. Just gonna open it up in Photoshop. You can see everything but the gun is transparent, so we're just gonna copy that over. I don't have a copy thing, so Control C. For my backgrounds, I usually just use fairly generic backgrounds, actual desktop wallpapers. So yeah. So go ahead and paste the gun over it, position it correctly. Now we're going to go blending options, outer glow. This is to get the white stuff. Change it to white, just make it slightly bigger. That's fine. It's just dandy. We're just gonna use text tool if it decides to load. Any fucking day now. I don't know if I spelled that right. If I didn't, it's for a tutorial, so I don't really give a shit. Now, the text on the layers is going to go behind the gun, but in front of the background. That way, you can move it around, and it'll, like, crop out in certain places. It just looks darn fancy. Like that. It's good enough. Right-click, flatten. Now, Game Banana only supports JPEGs. Don't ask me why, but it does. Holy shit, I am lagging right now. That's weird. Yeah, it only supports JPEGs, so just... but it has to be less than 800 kilobytes, so you can see that's much too big. I usually go 11. I try to keep it 12, but sometimes I'll go 11. Since it's too big, let's go image size, and I'm just going to take it down to my resolution, actually. Try that. Yes, that's still too big. 11 isn't, though, so I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Done there. Let's see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. So, yeah. There you go. Simple renders without doing anything, really. There you go.